Yeah, this is obviously part 2 of the video. How's it going? I'm Bright Wolf. I am a vegan from Lemuria or New Zealand. I'm not just a vegan, I'm a special type of vegan. I'm a liquidarian vegan, so mainly most of my food is liquid. And what I've noticed with that is that the body is obviously able to stretch to limits. The Basically, like, I've realized that anything live is really good for you. It's all sugar and salt levels. Anything other than that, it's just basically 3D bullshit. The body, obviously, I mean, I have fucked around with sulfur. I've played around with putting sulfur in my diet. MSM. It's a form of oxygenated concentrated sulfur. For those of you who don't know chemistry, the body cells aligned with sulfur as a lining, as a way of obviously taking in oxygen. So people who breathe really well obviously haven't destroyed their sulfur levels. So I took that, and there was a point where I was just staying up for like 3 days. Obviously I was doing a bachelor at the time, so I had extra adrenaline in that area of my life. But I know people who take it 6 times a day and are fine. It helps with things like illnesses. It helps with on-the-go things. Sulfur is really important. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the ozone or oxygen levels to do with prolonging life. They've done studies on mice. Anything that's overweight or eats too much is died faster than the rats that were of a lower obesity level. So it's all down to water levels, pH levels. What's in your body's a water bottle of blood. And how you manage that chemical level is basically how much physical matter you stuff in the pipes. You need to think of your body as a pipe system, and the only way to clean it is with salt. So I don't know if you've noticed about doing 100 crunches when you're like 100 pounds overweight isn't going to work. You need to clean out the pipes first and then do your press ups. Obviously, it's good to be physical, but the stomach is not meant to process a lot, if anything. I'd be surprised if we actually need anything apart from the odd boost of aminos and once in a blue moon vegetable. Yeah, so it's all down to silicas, oxygenation, chlorination, spirulynation, detoxification. Basically, like your body is like a DNA system, a spiral cortex, and it's all based on trace minerals, monoatomic levels of trace elements of silica, aluminum, rhodium, iridium, monatomic gold, monatomic copper, colloidal elements, spirulina. Spirulina is really good for healing the DNA. Anything that's to do with minimizing everything. So think like, take your iron. That's not really good for you. Heavy metals are really bad for you. It's just brainwashing, just like the dairy industry. All I can say is that if you want to, like, boron, boron's really good. Calcium is like oversold. Overcalcinating the body actually hardens everything, including the nervous system, which actually helps you feel more pain. So if you want to free up and not feel so much pain, get a really hard massage. Decalcify with magnesium, acidics, fulvic acid. You need to get a lot more vitamin D3, which is actually a hormone, not just a vitamin. Activates. There's other things. The K3 vitamin, which is linked to long life. I think it's I can't remember. There's a vitamin out there at the moment that the Illuminati are taking, the elites, and it literally prolongs your life. But there's a thing called DNA, which people are talking about, which is like the DNA system is listening to you through some type of sub-audio intelligence cordial connection system. Basically, what you talk to is basically into affirmations. What you say to yourself, it actually helps. So, self-meditation is important. Yeah, I'm just waiting for disclosure, to be honest. I'm just going to put my fashion out there, and it's going to get out there pretty much. And I really want to meet the mandates. I'm very physical, you know. I'm pretty sure I've been a spider being in a past life. I've been a wolf being in a past life. I've astral above my body and seen my wolf body. I've definitely got a dog body. In fact, I think that I'm actually like mostly dog. I've astral above, and I mean, I got visited by someone in Parks. He says you're not a dog person, but I don't know why I'd say that, because I've seen that stuff, and I don't know if it's just the Matrix, but I think what he's trying to say is that right now you are a human, and you need to focus on being human. And he removed a third eye chip, so I just want to say thank you for that. He tuned up as an agent, working for like his own agenda, and I think that's really cool. I think it's what we all need to be like. Stay in the positive timeline. Be positive. Don't be afraid of a few legitimists. Work with the feminine. It's actually the feminine that's in control, whether you like it or not. And don't be afraid to challenge people who fuck with you. Even if that's like legally, you know, like just fucking have a go. Officially, not sub-officially. Officially, like get someone involved who will listen to the. It's always the light that lands on top. So just don't be afraid to share that energy, and don't take the blue pill, take the red pill. And what more do you want me to say? The disclosure's coming, alien agenda's coming, 50's coming, savant energy's coming for anyone who's clearing up their cortex. Anyone who is activating their DNA with oral or 432 frequencies should be really like working on themselves. Spinning apparently helps activate the DNA. Visualizations. I personally astral above my body during the day better. I think it's just something to do with the solar energy. You've got visuals. But I'll just say, like, if you mail me, venus_james@hotmail.com, if you want to talk about spiritual energy. My Facebook's Matthew O. James, I think. But Bright Wolf, my name's Bright Wolf on Facebook, so just look me up. I've got Instagram. I'm going to have a business card. I'm going to post it up. So I do fashion. I'm not just a spiritual dude. I do fashion for whistleblowers. That's what I'm going to do. And that's what I am doing. I'm just printed off my first collection, which is going over to Sarah Adams, Krista, Razor, a few other people, JP, Simon Parks. I want to see one out of Buzzsaw. I haven't got his address yet, but if anyone knows, please let me know where his physical address is. Yeah, people like that. And I hope to connect with more people. Obviously, I'm a fashion designer, so I'd like to know more about people out there trying to do the same thing. And I'd like to connect on a bigger point of view. Learning myself. I'm not perfect. I'm learning myself. I'm very vegan, very liquidarian. Closest thing to source at the moment is that I'm, just giving up on food pretty much. I'm just like, it's more of a novelty. I've always wanted to levitate as a young boy. I remember levitating around my room. I don't remember the beings that were helping me do that, but I used to astral every day. I have a memory of being killed in a World War II fight. I jumped out of a plane and was dead. I'm on the ball most of the time, so that's enough for now. That's a 10-minute video. I'll be back with more. This is a Bright Wolf. It is now coming up to December 2017. Seen aliens, seen greys. I've been through a lot myself. I have seen a lot of amazing stuff. Seen a lot of light workers. I've seen the dark stuff too. Pretty sure I've had a few abductions from reptilians or, I don't know, government programs. I remember I was like asleep one day and I remember they were surgically trying to remove one of my testicles. That was fucked up. You talk about the light, so if you talk about going onto fluffy crafts and meeting like happy energies, I've actually had surgery while I've been half asleep from some type of race, I don't know, but I've definitely met a reptilian in a dream, and it was trying to mate with me, but at the same time sedate me with its fangs. It was fucked up, and it came out of a sarcophagus, and it was all like copper-like and like the same color as a statue. That was gross. But I'm definitely Pleiadian. I feel a Pleiadian. I'm attracted to Pleiadian women and people. You know, definitely. I like water. I love water, and the whole gypsy energy. I could live in the forest with fires and like alpha music and like I brought out a fashion collection called the King Arthur Disclosure Fashion Collection. The King Arthur Disclosure Collection, in alignment with Project Camelot, Project Bases, Project Avalon, Wolf Spirit Radio. Yeah, that's about it. I can't think of anything else. Corey Good, David Wolcott, the vegan community, much more. Have I don't know, is there any questions? Have I ever had a real abduction? I've had light into my room. It was similar to lava, but it was the same color as that blue light behind me. It was like a blue light. I think that was a craft entering. Have I ever seen Chin? No, I had my dad into once, into a room, but he wasn't a person, he was a werewolf. I totally freaked out of that shit. I don't know if that was just the Matrix, like kind of digitalizing a fear of mine, or whether there was actually a spirit attachment that was or was a djinn on top of him, or whether if his astral body was actually a wolf. I don't know, because my astral body's a wolf. I'm a gold wolf. I've had angelic beings push me down onto the bed and give me like a massage and like black me out. So that was like Pleiadian. I've seen dark things too, like after my visit from the Zetas or the Greys, I was institutionalized for a while, and I think that was just government shit. Obviously it wasn't crazy. I had a Kundalini awakening, and it was my first awakening, so I was just like, oh my god. I didn't realise, and I obviously pushed it in a negative direction, but I fully recovered from that stuff. And as a light worker, I think when you reincarnate into this planet, you have to deal with some of the officialist crap of the Matrix and stuff like that. So totally went from overweight to thin as a torpedo. Quit smoking. I can run 8 miles a day. I don't want to say anything else at the moment except namaste. Keep it real. Work on all your chakras, including your heart chakra. Get some moldavite. I got moldavite on. Iron repels jinns. Same with the black crystals, obsidian, black onyx. Purple amethyst protects you from drinking, which I'm not wearing at the moment. Obviously, I'm having a beer, but you get bored when you can't eat. So That's what I'm doing. But I will send my fashion out everywhere. Check me out on Instagram. I've been making heaps of videos. This one's obviously going to be for YouTube. It's like 15 minutes long. One time I bent reality. When I was asleep, I woke up and I had bent a metal chair out of place by accident. You know when you're like that and you're like lying there. Well, I had actually bent the rails and I woke up and they flipped back into place as I woke up, and it was like the Matrix. It was like everything was sucked back into place, but I had actually bent iron out of place, and it was only because I woke up that it melted back into the right like state, and I just was like, that's my only real experience with superhuman energy. I've remote viewed a few places. Nothing in particular of importance. I've seen a tidal wave come over New Zealand, but that's about it. And I think that was another timeline. I've been out of space. I've met Pleiadians. I haven't met any mantids yet, which is kind of weird because I was expecting to meet them. I've met a Pleiadian woman in a dream, and she just said, "Be faithful to whoever you be faithful to." So obviously the sexual, and with all the King Arthur like occult stuff I've been studying, blood rites are very important. The ancients used to mix blood in their marriage rites, and with the decoded energy of a monthly with a woman, it's a sacred energy. It's really important. You should be able to have sex on a woman's period, not because it's dirty, but because it carries uncoded DNA, and it actually prolongs life. So if you can talk to the female energy about that, it's very important. It can actually save everything in your life, especially if you mix it with your semen on a full moon. That shit can make you live for a long time. Yeah, I'm going to post some photos, and I'm going to leave it for now because I'm hungry.